Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Mechwarrior Online. It is time to talk about the Civil War update, as it was announced and I finally have time to talk about it. My thoughts, my opinions, like my initial thoughts of what went through my mind when I read through it, and remember, my opinion, you are free to disagree all you want. So first things first, the new skill system we are getting, I honestly think they should have developed it alongside this stuff and dropped both of them at the same time. Instead of us probably getting the new skill system first and then them having to tweak all the numbers in the skill system to fit these things in at the same time, right? I honestly think they should have pushed back the new skill system to the point where they could drop it and all of these new tech at the same time, so it would be, you know, everything already fitted into this new skill tree from these things as well. Now, I have nothing against new features and things in games I play. However, I honestly feel like adding all of these weapons and, you know, light engines, stealth armors and this kind of stuff into a game which is basically just pure arena shooter at the time, without any kind of announcement of trying to make it anything else than the pure arena shooter it is. I don't feel like this is really something I will enjoy. I haven't been enjoying Mechwarrior Online again for a bit anyway, because I simply get bored of that arena shooter where it's like team deathmatch every single game. Game could have been very different if they had tried to go that route and so on. But frankly, this is what we have at the moment, and I honestly don't think pushing all this stuff in will really get that much more players into the game overall. I don't think so. Some people will obviously return always when new stuff comes and big announcements happen, but as it is, the gameplay is still the same we have had for years, essentially. And that is not changing with this. Only the weapons we use to do it change. So I don't see myself sticking around with this for all that much anyway, because I am, as I mentioned before, I am getting bored of the whole arena shooter thing, even though it's a mech game and I enjoy that, but game mechanics in themselves as they are don't just hold me into playing this thing, even though it is in the guise of a mech game.
New target acquired.
But overall, there is a whole lot of stuff here, and I'm hoping this doesn't end up being a balancing nightmare, right? Because we're getting Ultra AC-20s for the inner sphere, for example. That sort of stuff. AC-20 is already a very strong weapon once you get in range of it, and being able to instantly shoot 2 bullets out of it for 40 points of damage if it's, you know, using current damage models and whatnot, that could be really strong. But of course, there is no numbers here, we don't know what all happens with these numbers and such. So there is that. There is balancing to be done, and I'm seeing a balancing nightmare in this. Even with the gameplay being as it is. Honestly though, I really don't want to drag this on much more than this. My initial thoughts basically, like, to me, yeah, new stuff, that's always nice, but it doesn't really change how we play this game. It doesn't move it away from being just a team deathmatch with mechs, which, as I mentioned, gets really boring to me. But also, I honestly think they should have delayed the new skill system and drop it alongside this thing to give us a good public test before, and let us test out all those skills and weapons before it all goes live, so it doesn't come out in, you know, very broken form where one weapon is completely out of whack and so on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening and so forth. This was my initial thoughts on the Civil War update and what it brings and what it doesn't really change, at least from my point of view.